All right, you see my PowerPoint?
Yes, I can see it.
Awesome. Okay, guys, so this is building a world-class workforce. So today, the timeline, we had our first Zoom on Tuesday, and today is our Friday, January 13th. Happy Friday the 13th. Woo. Um, and again, this is for the first step into ARPA land. Then on Tuesday, the 17th, which is next Tuesday, we will have another Zoom launching into the next opportunities of this. We will have additional question and answer sessions. Our plan meeting is on Wednesday, January 18th. We actually moved that to Zoom. So I hope that you were able to register for that. We felt that we were going to have a lot of questions, so we wanted to make sure we could do something similar to this to make sure we're able to answer your questions. We'll have another Q&A on Thursday and via Zoom, and another Q&A Friday, next Friday, at our office if you need some like hands-on assistance. Again, we're going to show you where you can access all of this and register for these things. We will get started on that. So today we are to get started with your application for your school. It is in our web author CRM where you've done all your other webinars. I'm sorry, where you've done all your other previous grant applications. So Hubert will answer all the techie issues that you all have today, if there are any. So today, what we're going to show you and answer questions about is a new eligibility request. So again, your new eligibility request has to be approved before you can proceed to any of the other grant opportunities. So bonuses will ultimately be paid out to individuals. There is one opportunity that will be sent through centers. And as the director, as the owner, you're going to work with your staff and submit documents into our CRM. You're going to kind of work on this together. So what is our first grant opportunities that are coming very, very soon? So for all those early learning educators that were hired on or after July 1, they can receive a $500 bonus, recruitment bonus, for completing their background screening and working with you for at least 120 hours. So when we're ready to launch this piece, if you have a new staff that was hired in, let's say, November, and they're with you, you can apply in the system together, and you and the educator are going to a test, which means you're going to click the button and say, I swear that this is true. And you will be asked for proof upon request if you get the lucky draw of being audited by us. And all you have to say is, yes, I completed my background check and I've worked with the school for at least 120 hours, which is basically about 3 weeks. Next, for all those early learning educators that were hired on or after July 1, and they started their introductory health and safety coursework, the 45 hours, if they started on or after July 1 and they completed it and they passed their exams, you will be able to upload their transcript and they will get a $700 bonus for completing this. Again, we know we pay for the classes and everything like that, so there's really no money involved. So those are the two first opportunities for our new staff. So also for our new staff and for our seasoned staff, there's a class bonus, which this includes your educators, your admins. Anybody can take advantage of this piece. So if you want to participate in all class asynchronous coursework through My Teachstone, who again, Teachstone are the folks that created class, you can work with us and we'll help you, and you complete coursework including pre-K class foundation for teachers and something called My Teachstone Learn About. So if you can complete these, you will submit your proof and you will get a $600 bonus. If you want to study in the infant toddler class world, There are a few courses you'll take. Most of that is asynchronous. I believe there's one course training in that will be in person, but we're going to work with you on that. You will ultimately sign up through our website and through our ARPA website, our webpage, which we'll show you shortly. And we'll have staff able to help you get into My Teachstone, access these courses. And for this one, for the class bonuses, there's no employment requirement, not like the recruitment and the health and safety one. So how can you get more information about this? And again, as we have questions about this, we're going to show you the website where we have a whole beautiful page devoted just to ARPA. You can send emails to arpfunds@elcbroward.org. And again, as teachers have questions and things, we will also let them know that the directors are the ones, or the gatekeeper, or whoever at your school is going to fill out these applications is the one that will be processing the paperwork on site at your school. We will be offering technical assistance again for any registration issues, any trainings that are asynchronous. We will help you. Eventually, at a later date, we will be having trainings in person to meet other grant opportunities with you. And again, there's just going to be additional webinars. And again, like next Friday is our office hours at the office, so we can really sit there with you. And if you have one-on-one questions that are specific to you guys, we will work with you there. So that's my piece. Hubert, do you think you have the website open and ready to go? I'm going to stop sharing.
Yes, I do have the website, and then I'll do a quick overview, and then we'll get into the questions. All right, so I'll share my screen here. All right, can you see my screen, Allison?
Yep, you are good.
Okay.
I see our beautiful website.
Perfect. So as Allison mentioned, the best way to get support and help from us is arpfunds@elcbroward.org. And then a lot of the information that we're providing you and we're going to give you, it's going to be available on our website, if not available already. So you'll navigate over under providers, American Rescue Plan Act, and then ARPA, World Class Workforce. And right now we have very little information because we don't want to confuse you. And as we have these sessions with you, we'll add more information on the website. The very first thing here is that if you are, if you need access to log into the website, and if you've never logged into our CRM, or if you want to be part of this whole initiative, you have to click on this link here. If you start any other place, you start at the wrong, you're not going to be in the right group. So it's important that if you haven't done this yet, that you start from this page here, okay? And then you'll need to download the W-9 or for your, once you are filling out the educator's application, and we'll talk about that at the next session. So because everybody's gonna need a W-9, and that's because we're gonna be paying the educator and directors directly, okay? So, and then the other thing here you'll find is that we have all these other trainings that are happening, and you can see what days they are. And as we add trainings, we'll get them added on this website. And then if you missed the last session, it's here, it's over an hour long, but there were a lot of good information that we provided, and mostly is a repeat of what we're doing today. So you can go back and listen to this video, watch the video, and you'll get whatever question you have. We might have answered it during that session. And the very first initiatives that you will be able to submit for, as Allison mentioned, is the recruitment bonus and the health and safety, which Allison already talked about. And then on Tuesday, when we meet with you, we'll go in detail as to what the other initiatives are, and we'll give you more information. And as we give you that information, we'll add that onto the website, okay? When you click on the link here, you have two options. One is to register if you've never registered before, and the other option is to sign in. If you signed in before, you can type your information, go ahead and sign in. If you forgot your password, you can click forgot password, and then the system will email you a password. Now, once you get that password that was emailed to you, if this is the first time you are logging in here to this application, it is crucial that after you reset your password, that you go back to this link, okay, and log in through this link. And the reason for this is that is the only way you get added to the right group to submit the application, because anybody can just log in and submit the application. They must follow this link on our website to be able to do it. All right. And then when you're ready to register, you will type your name, first name and last name, email address, and actually register and submit an application. I am going to do that. So I'm just going to do today I'm going to be, I was Herbert the other day. Today I'm going to be Hubert Test. All right. And then last name is going to be Caesar Test. And I'm going to use an email address from the ELC. I think I'm going to say Hubert Caesar 123. And I'm just going to click on register. Once I click register, system's going to give me some warning for me to read. Can read all of that and then hit I agree to be able to get to the next page. Once you get to this page, the system's now just going to give you some details, right? At the bottom, that email address we keep talking about is here, funds@elcbroward.org. And then you have some information here about ARPA. We got some details on how this whole thing is going to work. You can look at it and see how it's going to work. We're going to submit your initial application. We're going to review it. We're going to approve it. Once we approve it, then you'll be able to send for recruitment bonus, health and safety, class pre-K, and all these other initiatives. And we have another initiative, which will have another session to talk about that. And we have this one for class for schools that score 5 or higher. This one for schools that score under 5. And then we'll review everything. We'll approve it or reject it, and then we'll pay you once everything is done. Now, we are doing this piecemeal because it took us a long time to understand all this stuff, to be able to give you that information. So we're giving it to you little by little, and then to make sure that you understand and that you can submit what you need to submit. All right, now when you're ready to fill out the application, the first thing you have to do is click here and go ahead and create an application. You're gonna click here, find your school information. Once you find the school information, you would select the school from the drop-down menu, and the system will populate everything for you. Once it populates everything for you, you're going to answer the basic questions. Are you contracted with us? Are you in the investigation? Are you on the Florida Child Care Food Program on disqualified list, and so on. And then you're going to sign it. And then you're going to have to answer these basic questions at the bottom, and then hit save and submit, and you are done. So Allison, I'm just to kind of save time for questions, I'm not gonna actually submit one. Just wanted to kind of talk in general about that. So I think that's pretty much it. I think we should go into questions. Howard, go ahead.
Do we want to talk about the updated piece that we had just talked about previously, for anyone who had been on and is looking for?
You can, sure.
Okay, well, goodish news, everyone. If you were on with us the other day, we had a lot of discussion about uploading W-9s. As it turns out, because we have so many of your W-9s already in our contracting process, we did a little powwow and decided that it makes more sense at this point that we took away the upload feature, so everyone whose W-9s we already have in our system, because we contract with you, won't need to submit a new one right now. So if we don't contract with you, if you're going to answer the question no, do we have have you submitted a W-9 to us, then we'll need it. But as we all know, most of you have submitted them to us previously and have contracts with us. For those of you who don't, it'll be a conversation and we'll help you through that process.
So, and in order to keep this kind of organized and keep us on track, what we're gonna do is utilize the raise hand feature. So us as the panelists will call on you to unmute based on who has their hand raised. So if you want, I will take care of that, Hubert, and I will use that, and you will be the techie person as always. So
Yep. Sounds good. So
Oh, it's not going to be me?
next time, Howard, next time.
yeah, eventually. So Quantrella, you are next up with your wonderful question.
And you are muted, so go ahead and unmute, and we'll do our best to answer your question. Okay, there she goes.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. We cannot hear you.
Okay, I guess.
Let's go to the next one when she, maybe once she
Okay.
get her audio working, we'll get back to her again.
Got it. So Melody, please go for it.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we hear you.
Yes.
So I got two questions from other providers. How long after they apply are the teachers expected to get paid?
So I believe it is, but we have to pay out within 30 days of final receipt of certificates and making sure that all, if it's a new person, that all their paperwork is ready to go.
Okay,
Okay.
and the second one is, can they do both the infant track of the class and the pre-K, or do they have to do one or the other? Like, can they do both $600 bonuses?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
If I got it out,
Okay.
the $600 bonuses, yes, they can do both class bonuses. You can choose to do one for 600 or choose to do both.
Okay, thank you. That's all I had.
Perfect. Thank you, Melody.
Okay, so next up is Gloria. So Gloria, you're good to unmute yourself.
Hello, good morning. Sorry to take you guys back. I missed the last session and I came in late. Now, if you have the already have the login, is it the same information or you have to create a different account?
So if you have the login already, I'll share my screen really quick. I'm already logged in, so give me 1 second. Share my screen, screen number 2. All right, so if right now I'm already logged in, so I'm just going to click at the top, I'm going to sign out, okay? So if you have a login already, the best thing to do is navigate over our website, go to providers, and then go to the American Rescue Plan Act, ARPA World Class Workforce, scroll down to ELC Broward. The link would be here. Now, you do not have to register because you have a login already. Click sign in and type your username and passwords. If you don't know it, it's okay. Just click forgot password and type your email. The system will send you a temporary email address. Now, once you click and change that temporary email address, it is important that you go back to the website again and use this link, because that is the only way you'll be added into the page that's going to allow you to submit the application. Got it?
All right. Thank you.
Okay, and if you need any assistance, just send us an email at arpfunds@elcbroward.org.
Hubert is in charge of all the emails at ARC Fund, and he needs no assistance in answering any of those questions.
That is
Thank
so
you.
not true.
I will be glad to.
Just kidding. I'm gonna help you, Hubert. Okay, so Lena, you are up next.
Hi, yes. Good morning, everyone. I do have a question. Regardless of the type of stipends that the teachers can apply for, the submission of each one of them got to be done by the director or the person in charge, or some of them can be done by the teacher itself and then some of them by the director?
It going to be in partnership together. So you're gonna work with, if you're the person that's in charge of, like as the director entering in all the information, you're going to sit with your educator and you're gonna submit the information together because you both will need to be signing off on like doing a signature. So it'll be under the school, but it's kind of together, but really housed under the school. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense. Got it. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Okay. Next up is Jennifer. Jen, let me go for it, Jen.
Hello?
Hey, we hear
Hello?
you. Yes.
We can hear you.
Okay, good. So in regards for the class bonus, the My Teach Stone, a couple of years ago, we had some teachers that did like the My Teach Stone courses. Is this completely separate or is this different that they're able to do this?
We're gonna work with you specifically to see, but it should be some different coursework because I want to say some of these courses weren't even available back then, but we'll be able to help you decipher whether or not things taken in the past, because everything needs to be taken as of July 1.
Okay. And for the payments for those, they go from the school to disperse to the teachers, or are those ones that will go directly to the teachers as they did in the past?
They're going to go directly to the teachers. There is one grant opportunity that will be coming down later. That's the last one that will be paid directly to the school. But for right now, every other stipend is going to go directly to the individual.
Okay, and okay, last question. You mentioned that there for the infant and toddler one that there would be one like in-person component for that. What about the pre-K one? How is that laid out?
Pre-K is all asynchronous online. It's courses that you will take through the My Teachstone system that have tests and check-ins on the as you're going throughout. So it's like a DCF course. And that will not have in-person work. That's all asynchronous.
Okay, we have some teachers with young children. It's a little difficult for them with scheduling. So I just wanted to make sure to see what
Yeah,
was
and once we start working, once we get there, we'll start scheduling things and we'll work together to see how best we can support you guys in attending these trainings, like always.
Okay, all right, that was all. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next up is Tammy. Tammy Guyton, ma'am.
Hello,
Hey there, Tammy.
can you hear me?
We can.
Yes, this is for me, home daycare, or just, this meeting is for home daycares too?
Yeah, the meeting is for everyone. This is an added meeting that we're having just to answer additional questions from the last session we had, because we know it's a lot of information. So if you have any questions for us, we'll be glad to answer it for you, but it's for all providers.
Okay, just making sure I was on the right page.
Yeah, you're on the right page.
Okay, thank you, guys.
You don't have any questions for us?
No, I'm just listening.
All right, perfect.
Okay, bye-bye.
Next up is Mr. Christopher.
Yes, as far as the parameters, I know the start date is July 1st, but if like what we have any of that on the deadline? So for example, if we're planning to hire a teacher next week, will they be eligible? And how long will eligibility be for this round of funds?
So this money will go as long as I guess we have it, but we're slated to continue this, I believe, through June 30th. So anybody that's hired now, once you get their background check and they've worked the 120 hours, they will be eligible for the recruitment bonus. And then if they would start their 45 hours and finish it within this time frame, they'll be eligible for that bonus as well.
Okay, so we can use this kind of as a recruitment tool as well.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Good thinking. Okay, next up is Miss Adriana.
Maybe not.
Adriana, Vanessa? No? Okay. We'll go to the next person, Miss. Oh, hey, Christy. Christy Moss from Gulfstream.
Good morning, Allison. Good morning, Hubert. I'm doing two things at one time. So while you're showing me how to do it, I'm doing it at the same time. But the first slot I get to for the provider name, my school is not on there. And I used Gulfstream Early Learning Center for ARPA 1, and we've done the calculator for ARPA 2. So I'm not sure why I'm not listed on there.
All
Now,
right,
Broward County Gulfstream Academy is listed. And I
Okay.
have the Gulfstream Academy VPK on my campus, but I have them listed under my whole school profile of Gulfstream Early Learning Center.
Okay, so if you just, can you send us an email at arpfunds@elcbroward.org? And then I will get someone to work on that for you and we'll get you added as soon as possible.
Thank you very much. And as always, you're always welcome to schedule in-person classes at Gulfstream during the week, in the evenings, and on Saturdays.
Well, you heard it here live, everybody, that Christy offered up her
Live.
space, and we will be taking her up on that. I can speak personally. I've done stuff at Gulfstream, and it's a great place to train. So next up is Miss. Hey, Talia German. Talia, let's see. I lost you.
Good morning.
Hey.
Good morning.
So my question is for the Teachstone. With Teachstone, can the teachers take both of the courses, the infant and toddler, as well as the preschool?
They can.
Okay. Okay, that was it.
Awesome.
Great. All right, no
All right.
hands up. This
No
is
more
awesome.
hands.
Wow. that was-
No
No
more
more hands.
questions in the chat either. Oh, I guess Adriana, Vanessa, I answered her a question in the chat in the Q&A, so I guess she was good.
Okay, perfect. Oh, we have a newcomer.
New question. Marcella.
Yes, hello, Alison. Thank you, and hello, Hubert.
Hello.
Good morning, Almond.
Hello. Can you hear me? Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you. We did the application. Everything went fine, and we like to remind our teachers and about the opportunities. But how do we send the application for this specific for the money? I mean, how do that, or we haven't done yet?
All
You
right,
want to take it?
yes, I'll take that one. All right,
Thank
so
you.
we are as excited as you to get this going. So, but again, we want to do this as manageable as we can, right? To get you there without confusion. So next week, Tuesday, we're going to show you exactly how to do that. So next week, we'll show you exactly what you need to do, the steps you need to follow to send your teacher's information and everything that we'll need, where the teacher needs to sign, where you need to sign, because it's an effort that has to be done between you and the teacher pretty much together, right? So teacher will need to sign, you submit it over to us, we'll review it. As Allison said, we'll have 30 days to pay you, and we'll try our best, as you know, to try to pay as quickly as we can, but we have to give you that deadline. It's about 30 days. So next week, Tuesday, join us 12:30, right, Allison?
That's right. Next Tuesday, same situation. It's going to be a webinar because we know a lot of people will have questions. So we want to be able to welcome as many people onto the webinar. I also wanted to mention that Christine reminded us that we will be doing weekly payouts. So again, that's all in order to make sure that everybody gets the money as soon as possible. And we're really fine tuning our processes so we could support everybody. So it's going to be good.
So
Okay, thank you, Alison. Thank you, Hubert. Thank you.
You're welcome. Howard, go ahead.
no, I was just going to announce the attendance of the special guest star, which is Christine.
Oh.
I told her to raise her hand to introduce herself.
Or, I mean, unless she wants to be a panelist. Let's see, where is she?
Yes, she
She
did.
probably wants to be a panelist. I told her to raise her hand.
She's got permission.
There you go. Congratulations, Christine. You're now a panelist. And maybe you'll have a picture. There we go.
Christine?
I don't really want to be a panelist, but hello, everybody. I don't have anything to add other than what's already been said.
Okay, perfect. All right, are there any other questions? I see we have 38 people still on. Again, we want to make sure we're here for you. We'll try our best to answer the questions, but Tuesday we'll get to the meat and more of the meat and the potato of it all, and we'll give you all that information, and we'll stay on as late as we have to, just like last week, just like what just happened this week, just like this week when we did the last session, we stay until every single questions were answered. So we'll do the same thing on Tuesday. It's going to be a lot more information, so be ready to do the application with us if you have all the information. If not, we'll have a video so you can watch it and review it and be able to submit your information. And then of course, anytime you need help, you're confused about anything, send us an email at arpfunds@elcbroward.org. Okay, well, Allison, you want to wait till maybe 10:10 and see if we don't have any other
Let's
questions?
wait a few more minutes. We're happy to stay on.
All right, Gloria has her hand up again.
All right, me again. I submitted my my forms just now. I hope I did the right thing. I click all the where is it again?
All the options.
Yes, the quality, the quantity, activity, all of them, I checked all of them. Is that right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
We want you to be set up to take advantage of all of these opportunities. So yes.
And then also I'm not supposed to upload the W-9. Leave that.
No, you don't
Okay.
have to. You're good.
All right. Okay, so I think I'm good to go.
All right, great. So see you on Tuesday. Tuesday will
All
be
right,
the
thank
day.
you.
So we'll show you exactly what to do with the next step. Okay. You don't have to go ahead of us. On Tuesday, we'll guide you, we'll hold your hands. Okay.
Okay, all right, then thank you.
All right, no problem. I think we have another one, Allison.
We do. Lena is on. So let me go for it, Lena.
Hi, yes, it's me again. One more question just occurred to me. If I have a staff member who have started the 45 hours before July 1st, she stopped working because she have some issues. Now she's back. Well, she wasn't with me now before. Now she's working for me. If she finished the 45 hours after the July 1st, will she still qualify or not?
See, I left the screen, Hubert.
I knew you were going to do that. So that was a very, I mean, we had Howard and I, Allison, we've spoken about this. We found ways to see if we can do something about that, but we sent it to DL. The guidance we got was it's based on when the person was hired. So if the person was hired on or after July 1, 2022, they're welcome to participate in both initiatives, right? The 120 and the health and safety. And because that's going to be a question in the next application that's going to actually ask you the start date of that individual. If that start date is on or after, you will be able to submit the application. If it's not, it's going to actually stop you. So it's everything is kind of added in the system already. We can't change it, but if the person started after, you're good. Does that answer your question?
In other words, regardless, I'm sorry, in other words, regardless of when they start or register for the 45 or after July 1st and finish them, the 45 hours, obviously they'll qualify.
They will
You-
not
you would-
qualify if they started before July 1. That's unfortunately the rule
45
from DEO.
hours, no, they hire. No, the 45 hours, they started before July 1st, but in another school. Now they came to my school
Oh.
and they got hired with me after July 1st. And they're in the process of finish. They have like in one class left to finish the 45.
No.
It does not count. All coursework has to, for all of this,
Okay.
all coursework is July 1 and after,
And they all
unfortunately.
hired. Okay, makes sense. All
But
right,
if they're a
awesome,
new
thank you.
employee, they will qualify for the recruitment bonus.
Right.
Because they were recruited by me, but they were in another school. So that's when they
Right,
started.
if they
in, let's
started
say,
their 45
on-
hours working at another location, they're not eligible for this because they started their 45 hours prior to July 1. But any new staff member that you've hired from July 1 to right now is eligible for that recruitment bonus of the background check that came back successful and the 120 hours of work.
And that they're
Okay.
still and that they're still employed by.
Right.
you.
Okay, makes sense now. Thank you so much.
Okay, Sonia, we're gonna go with you. Sonia, go for it.
Hey, good morning. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Herbert, this question is directly toward you, and I apologize.
Oh, I'm on the hot seat.
Yeah, you're on the hot seat. I came in a little bit late, unfortunately. So
Okay.
I was logging in with my current password,
Okay.
and it prompted me to, for a new password. So I'm a little confused because I heard you say that you had to go from one link to another. So if you can kind of, clarify that for me, that would be great.
Okay, perfect. All right. So I guess the first question for you is, are you already logged in? Were you able to reset your password?
Yes.
Okay, so I would like for you to just click on the top right corner and just sign out. Okay. And then go navigate to our website and go to the elcbroward.org page. And from there, we're going to go under providers and American Rescue Plan Act.
Okay.
And then select the option for ARPA, ARPA World-Class Workforce.
Okay.
And then scroll down just a little bit, click on ELC Broward World-Class Workforce Sign In.
Okay.
Because you have your credentials already, we're going to click on Sign In and type your new username, your new username and your new password. And then hit Sign In, and the system would allow you in to submit your application.
Taking notes, they can hear you. I hope they are muted.
So if you have any issues after that, then we may have to reach out to you directly, but the instructions that I just gave you should be fine.
Should be. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll let you know if I have any issues.
Okay.
At that point. Thank you
And
so much.
no problem. Any issues, upfunds@elcbroward.org. Okay, and we'll reach out to you.
Okay, it was able for me to get in. It just says
Perfect.
no new. Oh,
Yep.
you have no existing requests or something like that. Is that
That's
the right
correct.
place?
That's
Okay.
correct. So now you want to click on the new eligibility request, find your school in the drop down, and then go
Okay.
ahead and answer all the questions and hit save and submit, and you should be all set.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No problem.
All right.
All right, so Stacy, you are being unmuted.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, Stacy.
So I know there was a question about the 45 hours, but what about for new hires if they were background screened before July 1st at a different school? Do they qualify for it?
It would have to, the date has to reflect as of July 1. You
For the
wouldn't,
background screening. Okay, so it's a complete new hire, not just new hire in our school. So like if they were working in another school and were background screened, now they're coming to us as a new hire after July 1st. They were obviously background screened already. Do they not qualify?
I would make sure that you get a background screening. You would have to get one for your school.
Okay, well, if it's within 90 days, if there was a gap of 90 days, then I believe you have to get a new one. But if there's not a gap of 90 days, then you don't have to do a rescreening. Pretty sure.
We can, I mean, there's really nothing we can do.
Okay.
They would get the recruitment bonus, but when, oh no, they couldn't get it then because.
How about we just research this one just a little bit?
Okay, yeah, we can.
Just because we want to, if at all possible,
Try to give it.
So we'll check with the state and see what they say on that one.
Okay.
Thank you for coming up with the question we couldn't answer.
Okay.
We have no more hands raised, so we'll just still hang on a few more minutes.
If you don't have any questions for us, you're welcome to drop off. If you feel good that we answer your questions, you don't have to stay on. But I think Allison will do what now? Let's say 10:20.
That sounds good.
But after we end this, if you have burning questions that you thought of just as we hung up, just email us at arpfunds@elcbroward.org.
You got it.
Join us next week. Join us next week anyways. On Tuesday, you're definitely going to want to join for our workshop because it gets to the next pieces of this.
And
also, sorry, Allison.
I was just going to say, and I put the link to register for next Tuesday in the chat, as well as the ARP funds email.
And remember, plan meeting's going to be ARP funds all the time. So we just, as much time as you guys need to have your questions answered, as much time as we're going to take answering them. So,
and then we're doing a Thursday session, which I think is at 12:30. That's on our ARPA webpage. And then Friday, we're going to be opened on from like 9:30 on to answer any questions. And then as we continue on going forward, we will be having other webinars. They're just not up yet, or other Q&A sessions. We'll be doing some at 7 a.m. in the morning to catch people before they go into work. And we'll do some at night as well.
Yes, we want to use as much time as you need to help you, because we know that this is important for you and it is for us as well. So whatever you need, we'll be there for you.
Well, we're down to 16 folks. So I guess some people are feeling confident. Or comfortable, at least. Oh, we got another hand. Amani, ask your question.
Yes, the plan meeting on Wednesday, is it only on Zoom or it can be physical?
It's only on Zoom this week, next month, or this, I'm sorry, next
Wednesday.
week.
Wednesday, okay. That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, we just felt we were going to get so many people that we just wanted to be able to support everybody and answer their questions.
Okay, thank you. No, sorry.
Amani, do you have another question?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Your hand's going to get tired.
Okay, I think we're good. I don't see any other questions.
No.
All right. Allison, we'll add this recording because this is recorded. We'll make sure that it's get added to the website in case someone wants to review it. So I think that's it, Allison. I guess close us out.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much again. Happy Friday the 13th. Woo.